Welcome back to Basic Electronics classes. I am Lavanya Vaishnavi. Today I am going to take module 2, which is FETs and SCR. So we will cover the topic SCR today. First we will study what is the basic operation, how does the SCR works and what is its symbol. Then we will go with the two transistor model of SCR. Next with the switching action, how to turn on the SCR, how to turn off the SCR, especially commutation we are going to see there. Next is the fourth point, which is SCR characteristic. So what is the characteristic of SCR? How does it, what is its features? Next is application of SCR. So the final topic is application of SCR. So first one is basic operation and symbol of SCR. So coming to basic operation of SCR, first we will start with the definition of SCR. So what is SCR? SCR is silicon controlled rectifier. Here it is mentioned. So you can see it is silicon controlled rectifier. It has 4 layers. The first one is P layer, next N layer, P layer, N layer. You have P, N, P, N, 4 layers. It has 3 terminals. The first P layer is connected to anode. The last N layer is connected to cathode. So P is connected to anode, N is connected to cathode. The other P layer is connected to gate. The other P layer is connected to gate. Now this is PN layer. So after each layer, in between each layer you have a junction. Therefore it has 3 junctions, J1, J2 and this is J3. You have 3 junctions, J1, J2 and J3. So anode layer is P layer, N layer is cathode layer, and the gate is again P layer. It has 3 layers, 3 junctions, which is J1, J2 and J3. The direction of current flow will be from anode to cathode always. It will be from anode to cathode always. This gate is a terminal. This gate is a terminal. What is the use of gate, or what is the importance of gate here is, gate is used to turn on the SCR. It is used to turn on the SCR. So once the gate is given, or once the gate current Ig is given, that turns on the SCR will turn on. Once the SCR turns off, even if you remove gate current or even if you vary the gate current, the SCR remains in on state. It will remain in on condition. It will not turn off. It will not turn off. To turn off the SCR, we require some commutation techniques. Using the turn off techniques, we have to turn off the SCR. Okay. So the forward resistance of SCR is very low. Why do you use SCR? Because it has very low forward resistance, that is 0.01 ohm to 0.1 ohm. It is very minute value of resistance. In a reverse bias condition, when you want to send the current from N to P, then it offers a resistance of 100 kilo ohm. It offers a resistance of 100 kilo ohm. It means that in reverse bias condition, it almost blocks the current. It almost blocks the current. Okay. So coming to the circuit diagram or the symbol, how to write the SCR. So you write a normal diode first. This is the diode. For this diode, we know that this is an anode terminal and this is the cathode terminal. So the junction where your cathode terminal is meeting with this line, from there we will take one more input which is called gate. So this gate is responsible for turning on of SCR. So this is the physical structure of SCR. Now let us define what is SCR now. Now we understood how does the SCR looks like and a few properties of SCR. So if I want to define SCR, I can say that SCR is a semiconductor device. First point, it is a semiconductor device. It is made out of silicon. So it is a semiconductor device. It has 4 layers, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it has 4 layers. 3 junction, how many junctions? J1, J2, J3. So 3 junction. Unidirectional, the current flows in only one direction. So it is unidirectional device. Okay, so it is a SCR is a semiconductor 4-layer 3-junction and also 3-terminal device. 3-terminal device. So this is about, or this is the introduction of SCR. Next is, why do we use this SCR? So what is the importance of using SCR? SCR is used for high power applications. So till now we have studied BJTs and FETs, right? You have studied BJT and FET. These BJT and FET will handle the voltage maximum of 12 volts or 15 volts. So what about the voltage levels or the current levels that are beyond its limit? So beyond its limit, we have to make use of certain devices that are capable of handling the voltage and the power ratings. So one such device is SCR. That is, if you want to handle larger powers from medium to large powers, I can make use of SCR. So SCR can also be defined as, it is a semiconducting device that is mainly used for electrical purpose or electrically controlled switch, which is also used as electrically controlled switch. It is a switch and it can be controlled electrically. The main advantage or main usage of SCR is found in power consumption, or it is used in the circuits where larger power consumptions and larger current and voltage ratings are present. Okay, so this is about, or this is the basics of SCR. Now the next one is two transistor model. Two transistor model. Why it is called two transistor model? Because I can replace this SCR. This is the SCR, right? This is the SCR with two transistor, one transistor and two transistor as an equivalent circuit. So I am not complete. I cannot say completely the SCR is two transistor. If I take two transistor, or if I take two transistor, one to connect it like this, is it equal to SCR? No, it is definitely not equal, because the properties of materials we use and the fabrication techniques is completely different. Okay, so the handling capacity is also more. Only thing is, to analyze SCR, I will make use of two transistors to understand. So only to the understanding purpose I am taking this model. So this is the SCR where you have anode, cathode. This is the anode symbol. This is the anode terminal, cathode terminal and gate terminal. You have anode terminal connected here. So cathode is here, gate is here. This is a physical layer, like how actually the layers are. So I'll do one thing. I'll just mark a line here from here to here. Then look at this. This is P. This is N and this is P. Again this is N, this is P and this is N. So if you look at this combination, this is PNP transistor and this is NPN transistor. I have two transistor here, which is PNP and NPN transistor. The same thing I have divided here. So this is PNP and this is NPN. Right? This is PNP transistor, this is NPN transistor. Now I will write the circuits of the same thing. So to write the circuit, so this is your PNP transistor where arrow is towards the base, and then here you have NPN transistor which is arrow is away from the base, and this is your gate terminal, this is the anode terminal and this is cathode terminal, anode and cathode. So this is PNP and this is NPN transistors. Okay, so it's the same thing we have taken here. Now coming to the working, how does this work, or what is the importance of this model? So the importance of this model is, we can analyze the switching operation of transistor or SCR. We can analyze the switching operation of SCR. So coming to the switching operation or biasing operation or biasing of this SCR, anode is always connected to positive to give the forward bias. Cathode is always connected to negative to get the forward bias again. Gate is connected to positive voltage so that I get a amount of current Ig. I get gate amount of current, a certain amount of current Ig, which is given to the base of second PNP transistor, second NPN transistor. Now, this transistor or SCR will operate in three modes. The first one is forward blocking mode, forward conduction mode, reverse blocking mode. So, regarding this, we will study in the next slide. So, now coming to the switching operation. What is switching operation here? So, the first thing what we are going to do is we take this model, like how to turn on I am telling now. So, we are discussing how to turn on the transistor. We know that this SCR is having 4 layers. It is having 4 layers, P, N, P and N, right. So, this is connected to gate, this is anode and this is cathode. Now, first I give a gate voltage or gate current as 0. Gate voltage or gate current, I will make it 0. When I make Vg equal to 0, obviously it says that there is no gate current flowing here. If there is no gate current flowing here, then this transistor, which is this transistor? It is NPN transistor. This is turned off, right? It is turned off. This transistor is turned off. It means that the emitter current IE will be equal to 0. Emitter current is equal to 0. What is this emitter current? It is nothing but the collector current, because base current is obviously 0 here. IB equal to 0. So, IE will be equal to IC2 and IE equal to 0, therefore IC2 is also equal to 0. Okay. And also it means that, so whatever the current you are getting from the base of PNP transistor is also equal to 0. That is IB is also equal to 0. Here you may get a small amount of current, which is saturation current ICO. That's all. So, which is a negligible amount of current. So, the current will flow from, the path of the current will be like this. So, it will start flowing. I will change the color of the pen now. Okay. So, it will start flowing from this point, then it flows through the base of first transistor, then collector of second transistor, then to the emitter of next transistor. This will be the path, and in this path the current is now equal to 0. That is, we want to say that when Ig value equal to 0, we will be having only a small amount of current, which is ICO. As we increase the value of Vg, I can say there is certain gate current flowing here. This gate current will turn on the transistor. So, what happens here is, so you will be having IB2 also flowing and also IC2 also flowing. So, whatever the current IA you give, the complete current will flow through the cathode, which is IK. So, it will trace the path and it reaches the cathode terminal. Okay, So, this is how you turn on the SCR. To turn on the SCR, we have to make note that the anode terminal is given to positive potential and the cathode terminal is given to negative potential, or it is grounded. Okay. So, anode terminal should be given to positive potential and cathode terminal should be grounded. So, when Vg equal to 0, there is a small amount of current flowing here, and when Vg, if you increase the value of Vg, you will be having the complete current. Whatever the current flows as Ia, the complete current you will be getting at the terminal cathode. So, the complete current will be flowing. So, this is about the switching operation. Next is turning off of SCR, that is commutation. We call it as commutation. Commutation is a process of turning off SCR. It is a process of turning off of SCR. To turn off SCR, we call it as commutation. There are several type of commutation techniques. Okay, so there are two major types we can classify. The first one is natural commutation, next is forced commutation. In forced commutation, you can have different techniques, and according to the designer or according to the manufacturer also, you can turn off the SCR using the different circuits also. First, let us see how you can turn off the SCR naturally. How you can turn off the SCR naturally. In natural commutation, the major technique is we decrease the anode current. So, the anode current will be flowing like this, IA. So, we have to decrease the anode current. So, more than the holding current, like the, even less than the holding current. So, what is holding current? I will discuss in the next slide. So, I have to make the holding current greater than the anode current. That is, I have to decrease the anode current such that it is even less than the holding current. Even it is less than the holding current. Once you make this, the voltage, or how can you make this? You can reduce it by reducing the source connected to cathode and anode, reducing it. So, you will be having a source connected here, voltage source. If you reduce the voltage source, you can reduce the anode current so that its value is even less than holding current. If you do, or if you achieve this thing, then your SCR will turn off. SCR will turn off. So, this is one of the method to reduce or to turn off the SCR. Okay, this is called natural commutation. Next is turning off of SCR by using forced commutation. By using forced commutation, in a sense, we have to use an external circuit to turn off this SCR. An external circuit to turn off this SCR. So, there is one more technique where you reverse bias the junctions, or you can also you can reverse bias the junction. So, here anode should be normally connected to positive terminal. Here I will make it to connect negative terminal, and cathode I will connect it to positive terminal. I can say this is now reverse biased. The device is now reverse biased. So, if in reverse bias, junction 1 and junction 3 both are reverse biased, and junction 1 only alone, this one will be forward biased. Only this one will be forward biased. So, what happens here is, because both the junctions are reverse biased and one of the junction is forward biased, there exists a process called extraction of charge carriers. Extraction of charge carriers, and because of this, there will be a reverse current flowing in the device. There will be a reverse current flowing in the device that turns off the SCR. So, it will turn off the SCR. This is about forced commutation. So, what we will do? We will connect the anode to negative and cathode to positive, so that the device will be reverse biased. Junction J1 and J3 are reverse biased. J2 is forward biased. J2 is forward biased. Because of this forward bias, there will be a process called extraction of charge carriers. So, this will make the current to flow in the opposite direction. Normally, the current will flow from anode to cathode. Here it is flowing from cathode to anode, and hence it will turns off the SCR. Hence, it will turns off the SCR. So, this is one of the commuting circuit. So, turn off circuit that is normally given. So, normally these types of circuits will be given by the manufacturer. So, these are some techniques to turn off the SCR, where you have the SCR connected here. You have gate current to turn off. We will connect a transistor, which is NPN transistor, across this, and a voltage, that is reverse voltage, is also given here, which is bias voltage VB with the load RL. So, when you turn on the SCR, or it will start conducting. So, this is the point where you can see there is a conduction. Now when I give the power supply VB, start increasing the power supply. Look at this, the positive terminal is given to the negative cathode and negative is connected to positive anode. So this PNP transistor avoids the reverse flow of current. Reverse flow of current. If there is any reverse flow of current, that will be avoided by this PNP transistor. We will first turn on the PNP transistor. We will turn it on and we will give the power supply here. The base current is increased. The bias current is increased. So this bias current will start increasing such that there will be a reverse current flowing through the device from cathode to anode. Once there is a reverse current starting in the device will turn off. The device will turn off. So this is the turn off circuit used for SCR to commute. Okay. So this is one type where you are forcing the SCR to turn off. Therefore, it is called forced commutation. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching this video. So if you have any doubts, you can write me back to my mail ID, and please like the video, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.